Hey everyone! It's your girl Maddie here, aka Beavermosh. And today I'm going to talk to you about this new record called My Last Vampyric Winter Amongst These Ruins. And this is the second full-length album from this Barcelona, Spain based band, Vampyric Winter. And hey, what do you know? It's another one of those raw and grim, warm, comfy, cozy black metal records that I found on Bandcamp. Those things that I just love so much. And also, I don't know if I actually need to review this. Why am I reviewing this? I could just end the video right now. This band kind of tells you what they sound like in the name. Vampyric Winter. It's going to be dark and it's going to be frosty. But I guess I'll do my job and spend some time confirming that for you. And like any good black metal record that takes this specific approach that Vampyric Winter takes, the band does a really good job of creating this very scary, hostile atmosphere for you to experience. And it conjures up these intense images and poignant feelings of nightfall and snowiness and evil and all the black metal things. And on the opening title track here, the band comes in full blast. The guitars have these come in with these very mournful and intense tremolos, and this whole song at the same time feels very in your face and right there, but also, and this is kind of an oxymoron, but also there's also some distance in how it's recorded, and it feels like it's far away, and it creates this isolating feeling for you. The drummer does a really cool thing. Injects a lot of drama into their performance, especially how they throw their weight at the crash. And there's also these very reverberating, kind of rolling toms that the drummer does. You get these very wretched shrieks from the vocalist, but that also packs a ton of feeling and emotion in just how the vocals are delivered. There's just a nice sense of dynamics in this track. The band showcases immediately for you a gift for the suffering. You get these longer, more sustained riffs from the guitars that build this anticipation for you. And while staying very dark in mood, somehow in a very intriguing way, the guitars actually sound super bright here. Like they're dark but also full of glittering light. It's intriguing and I do like it. The guitars seem to reach these peaks at the same time and in tandem with the vocalist, and it just packs a lot of emotional weight when they do hit these various kind of destination points together. And there's just this swirling, building approach to this cut that becomes more and more dramatic as the track carries along, and it's just very well composed and crafted. When light is diminished is a much more caustic cut that you really feel, and it's all chaotic and wild. There's less yearning from the vocalist here, and get more of this nasty, there's some poison in their vocals and a vengeance in how they just howl at you just very viciously. The atmosphere too that the guitars create, this kind of hazy hallucinatory passage that they do, feels like it's constantly closing in on you, and you just can't help but feel all claustrophobic and nervous. supreme art of blackness is a more hypnotic and kind of winding track. These kaleidoscopic spinning riffs are very dizzying and intoxicating. The band's melodic sense comes through here quite a bit and very well in this very melancholic and very dreary fashion. I kind of imagine looking at this whirlwind and you see all these waves spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning, and there's a point in the middle that you're looking at, and the band's trying to bring you here and suck you into this point of utter and overwhelming intensity. On the next track, The Unholy Presence, it's somewhat of a more mid-paced cut. There's some interesting, very dramatic spoken word bits here. And while the guitars keep a very restrained, just kind of even pace, the drummer doesn't do that. In fact, the drummer is just unleashed underneath, which gives this thing this very cool, very nice, very unexpected contrast. It feels equal parts very somber, but also very electric and frenetic at the exact same time. Of our sulfurous empire, I just love some of these raise your chalice chants you get on this. The vocalist is just reaching for these kind of peaks, and there's a real understanding of performance from the vocalist. It's not just your everyday streaker, but no, it feels like they view themselves as like a character in this story that you're being told. There's this very skipping and very staggering thing that the drummer does here. It's a really interesting and unique way that the drummer delivers their rhythms here that I find just really, really cool and fun to listen to. And the band just nails how this track ends and kind of leads into this outro track with this 2-minute tremolo passage that feels just so, it's like it's flying and it's completely frozen and it's just superbly emotive. It's just a perfect way to kind of bring this to a point of closure. Nothing here is particularly unheard of on this album, but it's just so well, everything here is just so well packaged and kind of chiseled. There's a lot of detail here. Like, they do the fine editing of this thing very, very, very well. It nails that very icy and mystifying atmosphere that I want from a record that kind of sells itself in the way that this one does. And with it being so raw and kind of harsh, it finds ways to inject a lot of drama and performance art and intense emotion, which is an impressive thing to do. And those are my thoughts. My name is Maddie, aka Beavermosh, and if you liked this review, please feel free to hit that like button. It helps get this thing out there. If you would be so kind, that would mean the world to me. If you would subscribe, it gets the video out there. It informs you of when I might have another video out for you. If you want to, feel free to comment. I love interacting with those. I'm getting to do that more and more. And I have a Twitter you can follow. The link to that is in the bio of this YouTube channel. Keep it metal. I talk weird. Nothing I can do about it. And I'm signing off. Bye. See you next time.